Transitioning a bit now, but still staying in that theme park kind of area. I kind of had a fun kind of topic I wanted to kind of talk about. I kind of teased a little bit last time that I wanted to do like a fun kind of Disney kind of topic. Actually, I had two in the workings. The other one, it's probably going to be a longer kind of video, so I want to kind of have that its own separate podcast. So that be on the lookout for that for a future podcast talking about that one. But for this one in particular, what I want to talk about is actually about EPCOT and the many festivals that they have going on at EPCOT. And the actual question I have, because I'm going to take a segment I take from the Underachievers podcast that I do, kind of a question of the hour kind of thing, or Whitmer Asks, I guess is going to be the placeholder title for the moment. But the question I have is EPCOT better with or without festivals going on? And for me personally, I always think it kind of depends on the type of person you are. For me personally, I do actually think that parks tend to be a little bit better when the festival isn't going on. Right now, obviously Flower and Garden is going on right now, and it goes on for a good amount of time, and obviously there's a good amount of things to do and plenty of treats to get, both food and beverage wise, alcoholic and non-alcoholic wise, and there's plenty of beautiful things to see, from the many topiaries to the flower beds that they have put out. But for me personally, the reason why I think it's a little better in terms of when there's no festivals going on is actually more of a crowd kind of thing. And it's also the other thing too with those festivals is, as fun as they are and how some food and drink options can be good and very appealing, sometimes the portion of prices isn't always the best, especially food quality wise, may not always look the best as it does in the pictures. And while I'm on the subject, actually, I'm going to do a quick little rating here of the 4 festivals that they have. Starting from kind of worst to best would be probably Food and Wine, Flower and Garden, Festival of the Arts, and then Festival of the Holidays. And the reason why I think Festival of the Holidays and Festival of the Arts are more, I enjoy those more, is mainly because I feel like there's more things to do around the park while these events are going on. Obviously, like I mentioned, Flower and Garden has a plethora of things to do. There's concerts going on, there's plenty of topiaries to see, there's a butterfly tent. It's definitely a beautiful kind of time. If you ride Living with the Land, and if you like that ride, you can kind of see some of the food and some of the ingredients that go into some of the food booths and everything. But for me personally, the reason why I think those ones are better is just because I think there's more things to do, and I find the events that they put around them are grander. Like for Festival of the Arts, I like seeing all the arts and all the art booths and all the artists that they bring in to kind of showcase all the different kind of styles that they all have. And yeah, there's a lot more free interactive elements. You can obviously paint the giant mural, there's chalk art, there's so many things to do. There's even bring back an oldie but a goodie that I used to enjoy doing when I was a kid, going to Disney World all the time, was the animators thing. And during Festival of the Arts, they obviously have that in the stage by the American Pavilion. They have a little drawing that you can do. Obviously, they have the Broadway stars who come in and do a bunch of fun things. And then Festival of the Holidays, the reason why I just find that one to be the best is just, again, especially when you get close to the holiday times, it's cool to see. And when you go around World Showcase, seeing how different cultures kind of celebrate the holiday and everything, and different kind of iterations of Santa is kind of cool. The processional is obviously a big kind of thing, and they bring a bunch of great celebrities in to kind of do that as well. But yeah, obviously these events are very cool, there's a lot of great treats and all that you can get from them. The biggest kind of caveat that I kind of have with them, obviously, is the crowds. Like, obviously it's Disney World, and no matter what time you go, there's always going to be a good amount of crowds. And if you go at the beginning of when these events kind of go on, the World Showcase kind of area can be very jam-packed, trying to find a place to sit, trying to find shade or whatever, or even just trying to or waiting in lines for the food to get done. The other thing too is, and maybe it's not that probably true, but I feel like the other thing that these festivals kind of do is, while all of them take place in the different like worlds and World Showcase, I feel like that because you're waiting so long for either food to get ready from the booths or just waiting in line for a long line or whatever, I just feel like that potentially could make you miss out on kind of each kind of pavilion and World Showcase. That just kind of is my kind of feeling towards it. Obviously, that's not obviously the case. Once you get done eating, you can obviously explore everything in there. And the reason why, I'll go back to my ranking, the reason why I think Food and Wine is kind of the lowest on there is, again, the less kind of activities to kind of do. It's also the longest one and takes place during the summer. So it's going on during the hottest time of year. And for me personally, trying to eat something like hot or something like that just isn't as appealing during the hottest kind of time of year. So that's kind of why I feel like Food and Wine is kind of at the lower end of that list. But yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning of this, it definitely depends on who you are as a person in terms of going to these festivals and everything. If you're into smaller crowds, then I would say obviously no festival is better, because there's a potential of less people to do or in the park because there's less things to do or less things to kind of see in the World Showcase area. But like I mentioned, it's Disney World, so no matter what, you're always going to have a good amount of crowds. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think if you're into the EPCOT festivals and everything. One, how would you rank the festivals? And two, what's your answer to the question that I have on, is EPCOT better with or without festivals going on?